My thing on this one is you
don't spread eagle?
I don't know. But on the first date, like, what a testament. Like, do you love me? Like, is that what you want, you know?
Did you just spread the cheeks?
Yeah.
Is his face there? What's that?
Doesn't matter. Welcome back to this where are we? Who are we? The dysfunctional duo. Oh my god.
Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, audibly, we were not fucking recording. And we spoke for probably about 10 minutes.
Solid 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was great. And I think there was some really funny fucking content in there.
Oh, so love
Okay, I'm going to start the story over that we were talking about previously because I think it has a funny end. But we were talking about how it sounds like there's a ghost in here because my window's open. So there's just some like background noises right now. And I thought I heard another siren. And
that's so
it's
creepy.
It's so loud. Anyways, it's just cars passing through. I know, it's the echo. It's just weird. Anyways, if you hear any noises, because my window's open, it's kind of fucking hot in here today. And so, but it's not hot enough. It's also snowing just a little bit outside.
Just like a tiny bit.
Like, I beg your pardon. It's April. Who gave you permission?
Go away. April.
Who gave you permission to be 17 degrees and then snow with a high of 10? Like, it's criminal, honestly. You should be in jail.
The weather. Somebody lock the weather up.
Somebody lock this weather up. So,
you just see a cloud in like a jail cell.
If you hear noises, it's because our window's open. But I was saying that I had a story to tell Spencer because I was like, honestly, there was one day where I like was convinced there was a ghost and they were fucking with me.
Yes.
And it was a situation where my husband has a Philips toothbrush, and I don't know why my voice just changed. He had like toothpaste caked behind the power button. So I think after like years of just being used and then the button like not working. And we were talking about this fact that like men across the board just assault their toothbrushes. Like, why is every man's toothbrush just destroyed? The head of the toothbrush is just like the bristles are like spread across and bent.
They're like exfoliating with it.
You like angry brushing is like this where all the emotional rage goes?
That's where their aggression goes.
Is this where the aggression goes at the end of the day?
They're like, fuck this black.
We have our hormonal week during the luteal phase, but like, do you take all that luteal energy and put it to the toothbrush?
And
like,
put it into brushing your teeth?
Yeah.
Why is it like, why are the bristles like bent around the toothbrush? Why do they look like that? Why do they look like a scrub daddy that's been through the ringer?
Seriously. And so like we've had our toothbrushes the same amount of time and my toothbrush is fine. Like, I've had zero fucking issues. If anything, he got his toothbrush a little bit after my toothbrush because the toothbrush that I had, he gave, like, not the head, the base of it. It's a Philips Sonic whatever. It's like one
Sonic
of those.
the Hedgehog, yeah.
Yeah. It's one of like the big, like, you know, pretty advanced ones where it would see where you were brushing and you could like link it to an app and blah, blah, blah. And he bought it and then it didn't work. And so Philips sent him a brand new toothbrush and like he didn't need to return the previous one. And he's like, do you want this? Like you can't access the app with it, but it's a toothbrush and it still fucking works. And I was like, when am I ever going to use an app for a toothbrush? Yes, I'll take it.
An app for a toothbrush is kind of diabolical, in my opinion. What do you mean?
And he got this new toothbrush. I don't think he's ever used the app. So like, just use the settings on the toothbrush. So I've been using that toothbrush and then he got one shortly after me. So if anything, my toothbrush is older and mine was working fine. And so his toothbrush in the middle of the fucking day, I was like watching TV. It like went on. The toothbrush turned on and it was so loud and aggressive. So I walk into the bathroom and I turn it off and I'm like, okay, fucking weird. So then I go back into the bedroom and then like 20 minutes later, it happens again. And I'm like, is some ghost fucking with me? Like, is a ghost just...
Yes.
And I very quickly realized that no, his toothbrush is broken.
It's like, yeah, like you said, there's so much toothpaste crusted in the power button.
Behind the power button. Like, there was nothing that we could do to fix it because it was like, pushing on the button.
How?
I don't know.
How does it... To the men... How?
How's your
Why?
toothpaste getting
How?
that far down the toothbrush that it's caked behind your
What are you
bun?
doing with this thing? Are you cleaning the toilet with it too? Like, why does the bristles look like? Why are they sprayed? Why? But why do they look like that? Why is it so crusty, musty, dusty? Like, rinse off your entire brush. Just rinse it. It's fine.
No. I fucking don't have your toothpaste go all the way down your toothbrush. Who the fuck is brushing their teeth and the toothpaste is going down to the base of your toothbrush? Who is doing that? I've never once had the toothpaste will go to the base of where the toothbrush head is, which you would replace. And then, I don't know, I fucking wipe my actual electric toothbrush before putting on a new replacement head.
Right.
Because gross and let's keep it clean.
That thing goes in your mouth. That thing goes in your mouth.
Exactly.
I once dropped my toothbrush in the sink and I crashed out for 10 minutes because I'm like, I don't have a replacement toothbrush.
I don't think I've ever dropped my toothpaste or my toothbrush in the sink before.
Oh, I've dropped it on the floor. I've dropped it not in the toilet, but just on the toilet. And
I don't even keep my toothbrush near the fucking toilet. I close the toilet lid every time I'm done doing my business.
Same.
Which anybody who doesn't, guys,
should do it now, right now.
If you want to be scared straight.
Yes. No, period. If you want to be scared straight.
I was thinking the prison show.
I was going to say scared stupid.
If you want to be scared smart, go and look up a video of somebody showing the particles that spread in the air if you flush a toilet and it doesn't have the lid on it. It is disgusting. But regardless of that, I don't keep my toothbrush anywhere near my toilet anyways because I'm fearful that I'm going to be getting shit particles on my toothbrush. I also had I have a cap or whatever that goes on my toothbrush.
Same.
So I don't understand. And I get it. Maybe it's just one of those things. For us women, maybe our problem is that we have clumps of hair hiding in the shower. Maybe we're just folks from different strokes. But
I keep my space clean. Even in the shower. I will collect my hair and I will ball it up and then I'll throw it away when I'm done.
Yeah, in the
shower.
garbage. But during the shower, you have this this creature sitting in the corner of your shower that you're collecting
at you.
More beings of itself to put on top of it. And it's and I don't know about you, but I have a lot of hair. I don't have very thick strands of hair, but I just have so much fucking hair. And it's actually an issue. I don't want to sound like I have too much hair. Because a lot of girls are I
have 4 strands. Literally.
Fucking die, okay? But it's actually sometimes too much. I often have to thin my hair out in the summer because it gets really hot. I think being brunette is part of that. But the amount of hair that comes out of my head when I'm washing my hair, I also don't shower I shower every day, but I don't wash my hair every day.
No, same.
I wash my hair every 3 days. And so the amount of hair that comes out when I do a condition it's actually I'm surprised I'm not bald.
Okay, wait, TMI, but when you're doing your full hair wash and rinsing, do you get hair that collects in your butt crack?
Oh,
that you have to fish out?
Yeah. The butt crack hairs. Yeah, it's just awful. You're why? I actually now I start to wash my hair and I wash my hair sideways because I don't love the sensation of hair falling in between the canyon that is my butt.
The 2 buns.
So I usually catch it on the side now, but then it gets stuck in your
armpit. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a universal girl thing. Guys, I don't think will understand what we're saying right now, but girls will understand the fucking struggle of feeling like a clean queen and then having hair somewhere on your body, stuck to your arm, stuck to your leg. Do you ever shave and then you forget that there's a hair on the leg or something and then you shave the hair and then you're trying to get the hair off your body, but you've now shaved that hair, so there's hair all over?
Yes, absolutely.
And then you want to scream and bash your head into the tile.
Yes.
And then your water goes cold. And that's how villains are made.
That's why women are so angry.
And that's why women are so emotional men.
And like it's a very, very, very valid crash out because that feeling is so awful.
It's just also overstimulating. Like,
so
I'm learning recently that I'm an overstimmy queen. I keep my cool most of the time. Like,
okay.
I really do.
Sure, lie to everybody. Pop off, queen. Say what you need to say.
Okay, ignore this fucking troll over here. I'm having a conversation with, I was gonna say chat, because
hi chat.
Hi chat with our viewers right now. Okay, so like, how about politely shut the fuck up? Thank you very much. But we recently switched over our office, and I moved my desk so that my husband could have his own desk and all this kind of stuff. It was just like, and now we like hang out side by side on the desk. It's actually really quite lovely. Like, we spent a few days, like we were working together yesterday next to each other. It was really special. But men have this ability, and I don't know what age it happens, but they all get it. It's like a achievement they unlock. And this achievement is they start making all these fucking noises, and it doesn't matter what the noises are. They're just the most, and again, maybe it's my ADHD, my undiagnosed ADHD. Maybe I'm convinced now I have ADHD. I've spent enough time with Spencer, who has
I think I gave it to you. I think it's contagious.
I think we passed it on to each other when we were about 9. But I'm convinced now, like the amount of times I've had conversations with people and they're like, I have ADHD and this is what I struggle with. And like, this is what helps me. I'm like, I'm already fucking doing that.
You're like, wait, is that not normal?
Yeah. I had a conversation with a friend recently because I was working and I said I did something and she's like, why do you do that? And I was like,
why do you do that? What was it? No, now I need to know. What do you do? What are you doing that you're getting judged for?
Well, at first I told her that I had like, I would like take stuff and ball it up when I was having conversations, or I'd have to fidget with something.
I'm the same.
Or like, oh, she was sitting next to me and I had a receipt in my hand and the receipt literally dissolved in my fucking hand while we were having a meeting. And she was like, what is that? And I'm like, that's a receipt. Sorry. I just like need to be fidgeting with something while I'm talking. And she's like, do you do that often? And I was like, yeah, like all the time. I need like something in my hand. Actually, my wedding band is a silicone wedding band. And when I'm at the gym, I literally move it from finger to finger while I'm working out to fidget with. Like it's a stimulation thing for me. Like,
I've always noticed you do it because you used to do it a lot with your hair. That was your fidget thing. Like Sarah would put her hair up and down like 40 times in like a 10-minute like conversation.
It's very true. I like would pick at my like cuticles and stuff. Like I'm a bit of like, I just need to be doing something with my hands. I'm very tactical that way. And then we were talking about like how I was explaining to her that I was
cleaning my room recently, but then when I started cleaning my room, I realized that I probably should look at my clothes and see what I need to donate. And then I pulled all my clothes out of my closet, and then my room still wasn't clean, but then my clothes were out of my closet, and I had to donate some of them, but then I also had to fold back those clothes because I needed to clean my room. And then, well, if I'm cleaning my room, then I probably should take the sheets off the bed so that I can do the laundry. So then I had clothes that I needed to donate on the floor, clothes that needed to be folded, be put back away that were seasonal clothes. My sheets were half off my bed, and then I realized that my hairbrush and my makeup was in my bedroom, and I probably should put that in the bathroom anyways because that doesn't exist in my bedroom. That was just in my bedroom because I brought it to my bedroom. So I stopped taking the sheets off my bed, and then I took my makeup to my bathroom. And then I stood in my bathroom and realized my bathroom wasn't clean, so I started cleaning my bathroom. And then when I didn't finish my bathroom because I was like, I think it's okay, I went back to the bedroom. The bedroom was still dirty.
And nothing was done.
It was like everything was half done.
And so I was saying this to her, and she was like, you don't just like finish a task and then move on to the next thing. And I was like, very rarely do I do that. And if anything, when I clean now, I'm a list girl. I need to make lists for myself, and I need to follow the list to a fucking T, or they don't get done, or I get overwhelmed and I stop doing it. And she literally said, sounds like you have ADHD. And I said, yeah, fucking probably, man. Fucking like, yeah, whatever. Add it to the list of everything else that God graced my life with. Thick ass hair that like falls down between my ass, like whatever. Add it to the fucking list. Cool. And so this undiagnosed ADHD that I'm certain I fucking have at this point. I was in the office. Everything was messy. I wanted everything back to normal. It was like 10 p.m. at night. I had to work the next day. And I was like, just fucking get it over and done with. And as I'm doing this, my husband is having an allergic fit. And he has these allergies. Like he doesn't do well with dander. And we have 2 cats, one of which that literally sheds another cat basically every single day. And so he's sniffling up a fucking storm. He hasn't dared blow his nose. He's starting to like like every 5 fucking seconds. And I'm trying to keep my cool. I'm trying not to scream at him and curse his entire family because that's where I was at. And then he goes and makes himself some chicken because he hadn't eaten dinner yet. Valid.
This is 10 p.m.
Maybe it was like 9 or 8 or something. It was later in the
10
evening.
p.m. dinner's valid. It's just like,
He's
damn.
eating chicken bites, sniffling behind me. So now I'm in the dead of silence of this bedroom, and this man comes in sniffling, chewing a chicken bite. And I don't think he has the loudest chew. I think it's normal, but I think everyone's chew is fucking loud. Like, chewing is...
the worst.
I think I would murder somebody for the wrong chew.
Yes.
And so he's
Valid
chewing
murder.
behind me, he's sniffling, and he's hovering because he wants to help, but he doesn't know how to help. And I think I fucking snapped. And I didn't scream at him or anything because at this point, like, he knows me well and I know my boundaries when it comes to like how much I'm willing to take.
Yeah.
And so I literally stood up, and this is when he takes my sign. Sorry, I have
She's doing it.
I have like cat hair on my nose.
She's sniffling. Oh my god. The karma. It's coming
Where
back.
did the cat hair come from? They're not even near. I got up, I grabbed my AirPods, which are noise canceling, and I stuck them in my ears, and I blasted some fucking music. And he was still around, hanging around, but I was like, I need to like not be here right now. I need to like zone the fuck out. So what I often do when noises are pissing me off, I just put in my headphones and I just like play. Sometimes I even play like dead, like
brown noise.
like brown noise.
That's
and
what
stuff.
I
like
do too.
Or I'll put on a YouTube video or something. I just need something that is like
distracting you.
distracting me from the
the world.
distractions. So that is very quickly when I realized that. How did this conversation start?
That your husband is bad at brushing his teeth. Or very aggressive, at least.
No, we got somewhere else after that.
I'm not sure how we got there.
Okay, anyways, that's the story.
We took
I
like a
don't-
secret door.
I
into that
genuinely don't even
conversation.
know what the fuck I was talking about, but we just managed to crush 15 fucking minutes. So, hi, welcome back to Dysfunctional Duo. Today
I don't know how we got there.
is a very exciting day. We are going to be playing a game with
Oh.
no prize and maybe a winner.
No.
No
Is there
winner?
a winner for this? Can you win Would You Rather?
No, you really can't. We're going to be playing Would You Rather
We might
because
fight.
I
think
don't
we'd
know
fight,
how
though.
much more I can take of 2025 and the world. Anybody reading the news and seeing anything positive?
No.
Put it in the comments. I would really love to fucking know. Because, like, what the actual fuck? Is this our demise happening? And it's fine. Let's just pop off. Like,
We're
at
in
this
the
point.
roaring 20s. We just gotta ride it out, I think. You know, the 20s sucked for everybody in every decade. I'm
I
convinced.
feel like I need a neck brace from the emotional and physical whiplash I'm getting from what's going on outside. So, Spencer recommended Would You Rather? And the 5-year-old in me, who's desperate for some normalcy in this fucking world, was like, absolutely.
I love Would You Rather. I think it's like one of the the funnest games. Kind of going off of like your ADHD rant. I hated family reunions or family gatherings or even family holidays because all my family would do is sit on the couch and talk to each other, and that was so boring because I also am like a fidget talker. Like, I need to do something. I think you're the only person I could sit on a couch and talk with, which is why we do this.
See, with my like close family, all we did was fucking talk. I feel like all we do is talk. Like me and my family, like specifically, like my dad is like, I'm really like, me and my dad are super close. And he's like, as I've gotten older, like as I think kids who become adults and like connect back with their parents do, I've started to, and my mom too, like my mom and I were literally, my mom and I had the funniest, I gave the funniest joke yesterday at the gym while I was texting my mom. And I was chuckling at my own joke. And the joke was that my brothers are younger than me by like a handful of years, and they're going through like this phase, as we all fucking do in our teenage years. It's something. Pick your poison. It doesn't matter what it is. Everybody had this one thing that they look back on and they go, why in God's name did I think that was cool? Why did I think that is how I looked good?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so my youngest brother has decided. So my middle brother, he for the longest time had the longest hair. And honestly, he's got great hair. So like
He does have
I
great
get
hair.
it. I totally get it. But it just made him look kind of like a fucking skater. Like, and if that's your prerogative, dude, I get it. It wasn't really mine. And so I was like, and he had it for years, and I was like, he's gonna look so good with short hair. Like, just cut your fucking hair. And he recently did, but he cut it like he looks like fuck.
He looks like fuck.
He looks like Boy Meets World, Corey's best friend.
Oh, what's his name?
Hunter?
I don't remember. Corey's best friend. Boy Meets World.
I
I'll
want to say
Google
it's
it right now.
Hunter.
Boy Meets World. Sorry, I'm very slow with this. World bestie. Best friend. Eric's best friend? Eric?
No, Corey's.
Sean Hunter.
Sean Hunter. He looks like Sean Hunter. He's got like the 90s kind of like style swoop, and he looks like Sean Hunter. Like it totally suits him. So he looks great. He cut his hair. It like really suits him. My youngest brother is now going through that phase.
Oh, yeah. He does have that.
Yeah, he does.
He has the 90s like, whoop.
He's got like the swoop on top, but it's short here.
Middle
And
part,
it
yeah.
totally suits him. My youngest brother, he's going through this phase. I haven't shown you the picture yet. He's going through and Elijah's also doing it, which I don't know. It kind of bothers me. They're growing out their facial hair, which is fine. I get it. You're a young man. You're like, I want a beard, but I can't grow hair other than around like my upper stash or something. And for 4 years, you have the shit stash or whatever.
Oh,
like, I
yeah.
get
The
it.
like patchy little like
Yeah.
whiskers.
My brothers apparently can only grow hair on their fucking chin. And so they have like a goatee, and it
No.
makes me want to crawl
No.
inside myself and punch my brain
Yeah.
a little
no.
bit. I love my brother so much, but it's just like, I totally get it. And then my youngest brother, he's grown out his hair as well. It's long now, but he's been doing this thing where he's been slicking back and then having a half up and then having it kind of like a half up, half down look. But then he's
Okay.
got the goatee. It's something.
I can't. Before you show me this picture, I have to say that like for men for facial hair, you have to grow into it. Like that's
actually, my
something
other
that you earn. Is like the right to have facial hair. Because when you're baby face, fresh like 18, and you're trying to grow like 3 strands of like chin hair, it doesn't look
Here's
good.
why it does, and here's why it bothers me more than anything. It's not the actual look. It's that my youngest brother has the most chiseled face. He literally, it looks like somebody carved his face out on a statue. He reminds me a lot of Cillian Murphy.
Oh yeah.
Very similar. He has this kind of like otherworldly look to him. Like he really could be a model. His personality, like this boy has like a fucking, I love him so much. He's actually like my favorite human being. He has like a bearded dragon that he named Dundee, and it sits on his shoulder, and like he's the funniest kid. But look, he's a very chiseled looking guy, and as he's grown into being an adult, like it's become more prominent. He's got very strong jawline. He's got like the butt chin or whatever, not like aggressively, but he's got very, very strong, sharp features.
He looks like Michelangelo like carved him from stone.
He really does. So this greaser look he's got going on, it does not match
Suit
his
him.
face. It doesn't suit him. He's like very tall. He's very like thin. Like he would look really good with like a nice short haircut and like I think a clean face. I think it would really suit the features he has going on. But I also get like wanting to go through your own thing. And he's a teenager, so like, you know, he's going through that moment where he's figuring out his style and stuff. But it just, see, like Elijah, he has facial hair too, but it really suits him now.
I think he needs a couple more years. He's still too baby faced.
Yeah, it's, well, and again, their hair, both of them, the hair that they're getting the most of is on their chin. And when you have mostly hair on your chin and nowhere else, it gets a little iffy.
It's like glamour for women.
But it's
like,
but I get that every guy goes through that where they're trying to grow a facial hair, but it's like their face is like, I only grow it here. And they're like, well, fuck me then. Like that's literally how it goes.
I feel like I have them beat for facial hair. If I let it grow out, they would be so jelly of my mustache.
It's the
I'm just
Italian
saying,
in you.
Probably. They're dark now. They're getting darker.
Hold up.
I don't know. I don't know if I should say it.
it's not.
It doesn't suit
it doesn't suit him.
It
But
doesn't suit
so I
him.
said to my mom, because she sent me these pictures of them, they were like playing pool with my parents and hanging out and whatever. And I was like, I was like, what did I fucking say?
He looks like he just kind of wants to like hang out on a beach.
I said that I like, so he has like strawberry blonde hair and you can really
I
see
love
it in
his
his
hair
facial
color,
hair.
yeah.
And I was like, ooh, I really like the strawberry blonde that's coming out of his facial hair. Like the strawberry blonde is strawberry blonding. And I said, don't love the goatee though. And I said, don't love the goatee, although I get it. And I said, I had sperm-shaped eyebrows for 5 years, so
Period.
who am I to fucking talk? And I
Period.
did. I had eyebrows that like came up and then they looked like fucking
looked
sperm.
like sperm.
Why
Just
did I
super
decide
thick
that was fucking
right here,
it
and
was
then, like,
so
the rest was
bad.
so
it was
thinned
so
out.
bad, you guys. And I went to a girl who like she like waxed my eyebrows, and I don't know, maybe it was the look, but I had like kind of sperm shaped eyebrows for about 5 years in high school. It was really upsetting. And then I grew out my eyebrows, and I feel like this is basically I put a little bit of like shaping in the front with a little bit of powder and stuff, but I really don't do much with my eyebrows now.
Same.
And I'm cool with the shape of my eyebrows. I'm cool with the state of my eyebrows. Like my eyebrows have grown back out. I overplucked them quite a bit in high school, like we all fucking did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm cool with them now. Like I look like a normal human being with this shape.
It like suits your face. Those eyebrows are meant for you.
Yeah, and they have a similar vibe of like being a little bigger and then tailing out, but they don't like cut in again. So I was like, I get it, because I looked fucking weird in high school too. Not saying he looks weird, but you know what I mean? Like we all have something. We have something that we have in high school that we think was cool.
What's it called? It's you have to experience it. You have to go through that awkward phase. You have to do weird things to your face, your body.
Define
Not
your
too extreme.
style. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. So and I said, you know, like I get it. And my mom said, yeah, don't love it either, or the hair. And
I don't mind the hair on him.
And my mom was like, I never really liked, because she grew up in the 90s. So all these guys really had like long, like hair, Metallica style hair. Like it was very common. She was like, it was never really my thing. It always kind of bothered me. And I said, yeah, same. The only way I'd be down for a long-haired man is if he came on horseback and told me the kingdom had fallen, we had to run away. Typical stuff. And I was fucking laughing in the gym. He has to be on horseback with an unbuttoned, just like, or like
his name is Fabio.
Yeah, or like, yeah, Fabio's actually perfect, and he has like the white billowy top
the blouse.
that's like it's not tied up at the top, and he has the tight black pants with the rider's boot, and he's on a black stallion, and I'm on the beach, and I'm doing something in my princess gown, and he says, the kingdom has fallen, my princess, we must leave to keep you safe.
You must come with me.
And I would say, yes, long-haired man, take me now.
Man with long tail.
Yeah, and that literally would be it. That's the only way I am leaving with a long-haired man. That's the prerequisite, and I'm so sorry, but you find them all over the place. So ladies, just keep looking.
There's some men.
I've read far too many romance novels this last month that like it's like the amount of times I'll run into a scenario and I'm like this would be a perfect time for him to grab her and kiss her and tell her his sweet nothings, and then like, I don't know, my husband will fart and I'm like, fucking great. Like, the reality versus what we read is just crazy. So anyways, I don't know how I started this, but we wanted to play a game or like have a chit chat and ask each other questions that like had nothing to do with the high stakes of what life is right now. Because if I need it and she needs it, I feel like some people watching probably also need it. So I hope these last like, we got about 30 minutes. I hope the next 30 minutes bring you some joy as you listen or watch. I just have to make a side note. So I didn't really mentally prepare these. Sorry, I have undiagnosed ADHD. I didn't prepare this list. This is a list that I found, but the reason that I picked this list is specifically because of the first fucking sentence. So
can you go first then?
Sure.
Okay, I want to hear it if this is the reason.
So this is from Teen Vogue, which
Teen Vogue.
When was the last time that you read Teen Vogue?
I don't think I went straight to Vogue. I didn't care for Teen Vogue.
Oh, I read Teen Vogue. I went from Tiger Beat to Teen Vogue to Vogue.
I was like the like low class, like those colorful magazines. I don't even know, like G14.
Tiger Beat.
Yeah, whatever. I went from those to Vogue.
Oh.
Or Cosmo.
No, I did Teen Vogue. Like, my mom started subscribing me to Teen Vogue out of nowhere. And so I just got Teen Vogues. So I read them. They were, whatever. So this list is 275 would you rather questions that reveal a lot about you. Cool. Great. Clicked on it. You got me. Sentence for indecisive among us. Here's looking at you, Libras.
Oh, shit.
Would you rather questions might be personal versions of hell. Literally said these questions that you will be asking are going to be specifically difficult for Libras. Anyone who doesn't know, I'm a Libra.
That is a Libra.
I don't really love the weighing questions. So this is why I clicked on them. I haven't gone through all of them. It says 275. I'm going to pull from like the lot, but yeah. Anyways, this is the reason I picked that one. Did you write your own?
I was trying to, but I couldn't like figure.
Yeah,
like they went like really dark for some reason, and I was like, "This is too much." Like it was too crazy. I don't know what I was doing. I guess in a dark place. I was like,
it's been a really rough year. It's fine. It's been a really rough year.
It's okay. I think Mercury's out of the microwave or something this month.
No, there's an orange man running the world right now. That's what's.
Can I tell you
nothing about our solar system?
That's just my own conspiracy theory.
Sure.
This is gonna suck for quite literally everybody, but I think the Americas need to fall. I think it's in our destiny that we fail as a country. It's the only way. There's no way.
Yeah, but why us by proxy? Why us?
Because we also need to fail. We also need to fail.
Why
Canada
me?
needs to fail too. We are a society built by white people for white people, and it's just not fair
Valid,
anymore.
but we also didn't shit on other countries and tell them that they were stupid for
not that you know of.
Okay, we didn't openly do it, and then change our mind 5 billion fucking times.
I don't know why the annoying orange is running the country, but I honestly think that like everything happens for a reason, and the way that our society built is no longer sustainable for our diverse culture.
Valid, I get it.
Economy.
The world is imploding. I understand that, but like, can we just have our fucking 30s?
No, no.
We barely got our 20s. We barely got out alive in the 20s. But can we please just have our 30s?
No.
Please.
You're not allowed. It's not allowed.
And then take me at 40. I'm cool with that.
No, my 40s are all about me. 50s are all about me. 60s.
We're not going to make it that far. Take what you can fucking get.
I don't know. Actually,
China's going to go fuck the States and drop something. And then it's going to be like, and then at that point, you don't run. You just sit and just let it happen.
I don't think we can run. We're just like, let me just get that like aftermath shock, while I'm chilling. We're too close to that border. We're just like, all right.
Have you seen that skit from Keenan and Peele where
Ron? Yes.
Yeah, where maybe it's a newer one, but Peele is sitting at the table and he's pouring coffee for himself and he's going to grab the sweetener, like the low calorie sweetener, and then a nuke goes off like close to the office building. Like he sees it happen and people start like running from the tables and he stares at it and then he kind of processes what's happening. And then he puts the sweetener back and he goes for the fucking sugar and pours all the sugar in his coffee. And he just sits there as the nuke is like extending into the sky. Like the mushroom cloud is starting to form. I haven't seen that. Laughing. I'll have to find it and show it to you. So funny. They're so good at those like short, quick skits. Anyways, that is how I feel we're all at. So would you rather allows us to dip into a new reality that hopefully isn't too dark, but we'll wait and see what happens. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I can go first.
All right. Hit me with what you got.
I'm trying to like see.
Hit me with a banger and say nothing.
And say nothing?
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather be gassy on a first date or your wedding night?
Probably first date because I feel like I could like scoot away to the corner really quick and like just you know,
You know what?
toot and run and then go back to him.
Not the toot and run. You're gonna crop dust somebody else.
For sure, dude.
That's when you're like, I bet I can race you, and then you just let it fucking like turbo boost you, and he's super fucking impressed.
And he doesn't run at all because he's dying in the toxic fumes that is my ass.
Exactly.
I think the first date. I think a lot of guys do that. I've seen so many videos of guys being like, when you go on a date with her and you like, he walks her to the car, he closes the car door, and then he's inspecting the car, and all he's doing is ripping major ass before he gets into the car. I'm certain guys do that.
Oh, they do.
So, like, the videos I've seen of guys being like, okay, see you later, and they go inside their house, they close the door, and all you see is them facing their back towards you, and then they just rip a fucking new one. So I feel like first date, for sure, I feel like I could get away with it more on my first date. Wedding night, it's like you're spread eagle, enjoying yourself. The last thing you want to do is just like bubble burst, you know?
Okay, my thing on this one is
You don't spread eagle?
I don't know. But on the first date, like, what a testament. Like, do you love me? Like, is that what you want, you know?
Did you just spread the cheeks?
Yeah.
Is his face there? What's that?
Doesn't matter. I hope not. I don't know if
It
he likes
gives
that.
energy of the girl from House Bunny, who, and we've said this on the podcast before, but it's like, do you know where the bathroom is? I have to do something very mysterious. Like, that's what that's giving.
But like, I don't know. Like, I'd rather just like get it done and over with. That's my analogy on it. It's like I'm going to fart. I'm a human being. I have the stinkiest, rankest fart. Sometimes it's literally sewage. It's slop. And you know what? That happens.
Almost never.
Are you still gonna love me?
Almost never. And it's actually disappointing to me.
What?
I don't. If I fart, they don't smell. Like, almost never.
Honestly, mine, to be so for real, don't
my
really smell either.
husband's are so just just awful, just offensive. The amount of times that he will be asleep and then his body will just release the gas, and I'm like, like reading my book, and I'm like, oh God, and I'm in the bedroom and I can't leave, but I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Like, on my eyes, like, it's the most offensive shit, and he's sleeping, so I can't kick him awake because he just farted, like, and I'm like, why? Like, every time I'm like, I'm like, I got you. It doesn't smell. And
They're like, nice, yeah, cool.
And he's like, okay, great. Like, you made a noise, but like, there's like,
congratulations.
But like, I want him to suffer too sometimes.
You know,
and the only time it ever happens where he's never around. And then I have to pay for my own consequences.
You know what it is? I think because I'm a morning pooper. So like, I get like all this stink out.
All?
No, because my boyfriend poops at night. So like during the day, like you get like
the entire day he's locked and loaded, just
he's
waiting.
Locked and loaded. So you just get that like ass. And you just want to fucking vomit. He's literally like,
does he not drink coffee? How does he make it through the day?
He does drink coffee. I don't know. It's just like that's when his body's like,
he doesn't just smell coffee and go, I'm going to shit my pants now.
Maybe sometimes, but like I think he has like two different.
I don't even have to like take a full. I just have to touch it to my lips. And my body goes, it's happening now.
Oh, I could just put like a pod in like my Keurig, and I'm already like, okay, I have to run now.
That's great. Is that a normal thing?
I don't know.
For people to be night poopers?
I don't know. People can poop at any time during the day.
Shouldn't you have like more than one? Like, shouldn't it be like a morning and nighttime thing anyways?
No, I'm usually like once, sometimes twice a day, depending on like how much I eat. But because I'm on Vyvanse, I don't eat as much. It's typically just
okay. Valid. Anyways, it feels like a TMI conversation, but you know what? Fuck it. We're all human. Yeah, I would say first date. Okay.
Oh, I have a good one after.
Would you rather have smelly feet or bad breath?
Smelly feet.
Me fucking too.
But I'm like very insecure. I don't think I have bad breath.
Me
but I'm very
too,
insecure
dude.
at the idea of having bad breath.
And the idea of having bad breath and like offending somebody with my breath makes me very uncomfortable. That I carry gum around with me. I have like Listerine sprays and all this stuff. I use mouthwash.
Same. Yeah.
I don't like people with the quickest way for me to recoil from somebody that I find attractive is if they have bad breath.
So it's the biggest
Body odors probably a second. It's crazy because like it's crazy how my sense of smell does impact it a lot, but like it's reversed too. I could run into a person and not really find them that attractive, and if they smell heavenly, immediately they go up 2 notches in my book.
I agree.
So I would say bad breath, body odor, like I feel like a lot of people would also say, are probably like my 2 like this is rough. Because I feel like bad breath, and I'm not talking like breath after you've had like garlic fries or like lunch. I get it.
Not even
Food
like coffee breath.
Not even coffee breath is too bad. Although if you let it sit for a few hours, it gets really rough.
Weird.
I'm talking like you don't fucking scrape your tongue.
Yeah.
People, please. Like, if you take anything from this episode, which maybe don't. I mean, do you ever take advice from these episodes? Don't take advice from these episodes. Do we look okay?
Do we look like we know what we're talking about?
Do I look like? Buy a fucking tongue scraper. I was already pretty hyper aware of my breath, and like, I used mouthwash. I brushed my tongue with my toothbrush, all this kind. Yeah, that sentence was correct.
Yeah.
And then I bought a tongue scraper, and my like freshness has never been the same. Like, I feel so fresh. My tongue doesn't feel like it has like a fucking like white film on it that you often get. I'm telling you, I got my husband one too. It was like a 2-pack, and even for him, like, he struggles with allergies, so it's like when you're stuffed up and stuff, like, it just causes like, I think, your breath to increase in smell. He doesn't have bad breath, but when he has allergies, like, it just becomes a little bit more. And when he scrapes his tongue, it all goes away. So I'm telling you, like, buy the tongue scraper, buy a metal one so you can wash it in the dishwasher. You never have to replace it. It will literally change your life. And the experience of scraping your tongue after the night of sleeping is it's disgusting, but it's also kind of therapeutic. So buy a tongue scraper. I would rather have smelly ass feet. And honestly, I think I do. I'm a sweaty. I don't have stinky feet, but I get
Mine's
clammy.
like peanut butter.
If I'm wearing high heels, my feet get stinky. But I get sweaty. My hands get sweaty. My feet get sweaty. I'm a clammy person. It sucks. It's the thing. Add it to the fucking list. ADHD. Fucking. What else did I say?
I don't even remember. Fuck.
ADHD. Crazy fucking hair. Clammy feet and sweaty hands. Whatever. Just
inability to finish a task.
inability to finish. Like, whatever. Just add it to the fucking list. Great. Awesome. Thank you so much. And so I feel like I am more prone to smelly feet. And I feel like it would be less offensive to the people around me. You wouldn't smell it unless
You can hide a smelly foot.
Well, yeah.
Like when you typically like when your feet are in shoes specifically, like you don't really smell feet unless you're like near them.
Yeah,
or like,
it's
like
true.
you take your foot out
Yeah,
of that
it's
shoe
true.
and then like it just like humidifies the air and then you're like, oh, that's
All of a
fucking
sudden
rank.
the air gets really hot.
Yeah.
I would say smelly feet over bad breath. You?
Definitely smelly feet.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, this is kind of a tense one. Would you rather walk in on your parents doing the deed,
Oh, dear
or
God.
would you rather them walk in on you doing
Dear
the
God.
deed? Both options are horrible.
What the fuck? Oh, no.
I honestly
Oh, no.
like
Oh, no.
one of my biggest fears about like becoming a parent in the future is like having this like not.
Oh, my God.
I have my answer.
Dude, I don't fucking know.
I would rather walk in on my parents than have my parents walk in on me. Because I think there's just more of like that, like, I came into this world somehow, you know?
I think so too, but it would just be so rough. Like, you're saying now, present day?
Yeah, I get, like, technically,
Dear
yeah.
God.
Well, I mean, like, you're
Dear God,
married.
either way. It doesn't matter. Either way, man.
I don't know. I think,
I would say walking in, but I would immediately gouge my eyeballs out. No disrespect to my parents, but like, I would immediately go, today's the day.
Oh,
Okay. But yes, I would say walking in versus them walking. Them walking in, I wouldn't gouge my eyes out. I would just immediately choke my husband.
you have to die now. I can't have this.
I would immediately murder my husband and then throw myself out the window. Butt ass naked and off. Yeah.
I'd have to agree. And the reason I do is because I imagine myself in like the parent's position. I'd much rather have my child walk in on me because I'm like, you know what? Like I said, like you came into this world somehow. I'm sorry you had to see that. I should have locked the door. Like whatever. Like we could have a conversation about it. But walking in on my child doing it, I think I would be the
It's
one
all
like
so
taking
upsetting.
a butter knife to my
I'm
neck.
upset now.
Yeah,
You've upset me.
I'm sorry.
That is an
everybody.
upsetting question. But I agree with you. I think the same answer.
It's just it's hard.
I can't believe you just fucking
both
asked
are
me
awful.
Okay. Would you rather be constantly sticky or constantly itchy?
Oh. Oh. Fuck. You know. Oh, fuck.
I know.
Like everywhere?
Yeah. All the time.
All the time, forever? Like
Yeah.
there's no relief?
There's no relief.
Fuck. This is worse than my last question. Because I don't... Okay. I think I'd rather be itchy.
Are you insane?
I think I'd rather be itchy. Than sticky?
I would rather.
hate being sticky.
I would rather be sticky. Itchy would drive. I would go insane.
I guess you could...
An itch that you can't fucking scratch away would drive me to a psychotic break.
My theory, my thought process on this is like an itch you can like scratch and get like temporary relief.
But if
you
you're
know?
itchy everywhere all the time,
I guess that would drive me insane.
dude,
Whereas sticky, you'd probably get used to it.
itchy everywhere, all the time, everywhere.
Okay,
I'm talking
no.
Itchy asshole, itchy cooch,
No.
itchy armpits,
Itchy feet are actually
itchy
the worst.
hands,
Itchy feet are the worst.
dude, itchy feet,
Yeah.
all the time.
No. Okay, you're right. No. I'd rather be sticky.
I would snap.
But what kind of sticky? Are you saying like when you're like kind of sweaty?
I
and you
feel
get
like sticky when you're like in a hot area and you're like your skin kind of sticks together, like how you stick to a leather couch.
Because like I
to
was
yourself.
thinking like when you're doing like arts and crafts and you get like glue kind of all over yourself and you have that stickiness.
I think it's up to the eye of the beholder what your experience, whatever your worst version of sticky is that doesn't include like honey or something, you know, like intentional stickiness.
because like I'm not like bumping into things and they're literally sticking to me.
No, that
right? I'm
would
not
be
walking
awful.
around with like people's appliances attached to me at all times, right?
Well, maybe honestly, at
I do that anyways.
at that point, it doesn't matter. Game over, either option. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, then you'd be like a really good thief, maybe. So you're like, it's a skin condition. I didn't mean to
You shake
have the
somebody's
Mona
hand and
Lisa
you're like,
attached
"You're
to
coming
my
with me
thigh."
now."
Yeah.
I don't know. What life would it be if you were that sticky? You couldn't. You
You could
have
be
happiness.
Spider-Man though, because you could like climb walls and shit.
But you could never be with anybody because then they would stick to you.
Honestly, I'm a
You could never
Phineas
kiss somebody ever again.
I'm a Phineas type.
I couldn't have my
I'm
cats.
clingy.
If I was sticky, that fur.
with that hair.
Oh my god, no.
See, but then itchy, you do.
I would still rather be sticky.
But I think you could like, if you were itchy all the time, everywhere, at some point you would get used to it to the point where like that itchiness, I don't think would bother you as much.
No.
Like, of course, right now the
No.
idea of being itchy sounds horrible.
I wouldn't make it that far. I would already be gone.
You'd already be strangling yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. Would you rather have a full battery life on all your devices for the rest of your life or have free Wi-Fi forever? Like at all times. Like it doesn't matter about like bar service or whatever.
Full battery life. Like if I didn't have full battery life, then what would my battery be at?
Like it'd be like a normal, like it dies when it dies.
Oh, then
Like, you have to
Wi-Fi.
recharge it.
For sure, Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
For
honestly,
sure,
same.
100%.
Yeah, honestly, same.
If you said I had to live my life as 5%, then Probably the full battery. Can't get anything done at 5%.
I don't know. I feel like, honestly, my phone lasts longer on 1% than it does on, like, 98.
What?
I don't know if it's because I have it's older phone. It's probably, like, a couple years.
Maybe.
Oh,
I don't
years
know.
old now?
I would rather have... Well, I would rather have the Wi-Fi.
I think I'd rather have the Wi-Fi,
Free
too.
Wi-Fi, baby? 5G? Yes. Thank you.
I don't know. I think I'd rather have the battery life. Because, like...
honestly, either answer is valid. And after those last 2 cursed questions, I'm cool with whatever answer you gave.
Not the cursed questions.
Would you rather switch your body with your ex or switch your body with your grandma?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Do I get to turn back at some point?
No.
This is forever?
This is forever.
Well, then I guess my ex, because, like, peace and love, grandma, but she's old. You know what? I'd pick my grandma.
I would pick my grandma.
I'd pick my grandma. I'd change that.
She's
so
living
fast.
her best life right now. I would switch places with
I
my
would
grandma.
never want to be my ex.
No,
any of them.
God, no.
No. Oh,
No. All peace and love, but fuck no.
I just, like, I mean, I could improve their life. Does that mean they're in my body? Because I could tell grandma, like, listen, Miss Mildred.
My ex was a smudge on my history of men that I was with. Like, peace and love, but, like, no.
Ew. No. No.
No.
Because then you get, like, what if they're in your body?
Oh, God. No. God, no.
Grandma Mildred, you know what? Grandma Mildred would just be like, okay, I guess I get, like, a second chance at life. And I'd be like, this is it.
Oh, I couldn't. I would rather be my grandma.
I'd rather be my grandma, too. I couldn't. No. Ew. That's how I feel
It
about
would be
that.
bothersome if I woke up as him, you know?
I just, yeah, like, having to see that face again. Like, every day for the rest of my life? No.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah. Your turn.
Okay, would you rather be in the history books for something terrible or be forgotten completely after you die?
Forget me.
Same.
Forget me.
That's
Forget me already.
That's kind of a wild, like, yeah, forget me. Like, who cares?
In the history books for something awful?
Yeah, like,
No.
you are, like, the next Hitler, essentially. Which, like, no.
Hey, Donald Trump, question for you.
He's already in the history books for being terrible.
Yeah, fucking forget me.
I have to agree. My only thing is, like, if I did something terrible, but
I already want to be a
it changed
forgettable
the world
girl.
for the better.
You
Like,
think I want people to remember me?
honestly,
I want to be the most elusive, forgettable girl there is.
No, I kind of want to be remembered. But I think that's just Leo in me, you know?
Valid.
Because, like, I don't crave, like, an extensive amount of, like, fame and, like, shit. Like, I don't need people to be like, oh my God. Like, ew. I'm just a person. I'm not that special. Like, period. I'm not that special. I'm not
Says
that
people
important.
who are filming for a podcast. But honestly, I agree with you. I think everything that, like, I enjoy being online and creating stuff. But the idea of, like, if fame ever came knocking on my door, I think I would willingly choose to refuse it or
I'd lock the door.
I wouldn't even answer it.
No.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like I also don't want fame, but I'm also the kind of person that, like, even in like when I'm in a room with, I don't want to be the center of attention.
No.
Like, fucking forget about me.
Yeah.
I love people watching. I like to observe. I like to hang out in my own space. I'm an introvert at heart. Like, I have my select few people, which is basically you and my husband. I don't really have a lot of friends. I have other friends, like extended friends that are connected, like via me and my husband. But, like, if you ask me, like, who are you? It's small, man.
Like, that would be ditto.
Right?
Ditto.
And so, and I'm content with that. Like, I don't even feel like I'm missing things in my life right
No.
now. Like, I don't even feel like I need more friends.
No, not with our
Dude,
level of introvert.
In
That's too
this
much.
state of the world, in this age, you're telling me to go make more friends?
That's
I
horrifying.
beg your fucking pardon. No, I stay inside.
It's like,
So fucking forget about me. I'm cool with it. Forget about me.
I agree.
I'm just a blip. I'm just this tiny little speck on an Earth that is also a speck in a huge fucking universe. Forget about me.
I agree. I think the only way I would take like doing something terrible is if it like drastically changed the world for the better. You know, like people were like, that was so awful that we need to like change our mindset. And it would be like a
Valid.
self-sacrifice in a sense of like, I will villainize myself.
Well,
and
and that's what I was gonna say is anything that anybody's really done good, like most of the time they've ended up just becoming martyrs. Like
Yeah.
name the list of people that have done things that are quite exceptional and are still alive. Like it's not common. You want to be an exceptional person in this world, prepare to be murdered.
Prepared. Yeah.
Like good things don't last in this world. So I mean, that sounds really negative. Good things last, but like I'm talking people who make just significant change in a positive manner. There's always going to be people that try to stop that. So I also am like, I don't really want to be, I don't really want to, you know, if I have to, okay. But like,
I don't think I ever really desired to be that person that's like the like, I don't even know who's influential in that way. Like, I don't care to be someone that's like, oh my God, like, you did so much. Thank you so much. Like, who am I? You know?
Yeah. Well, and then like, I'm a piece of shit. Like, what? I don't deserve this.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd have imposter syndrome. So, like, just let me live my life and forget about me. Like,
yeah. I like to tell myself that I'm a bad person so I don't mislead myself.
I am a bad person. You know what I did yesterday?
What? You kicked a cat?
No. Oh my God. You put those words back in your mouth. There was these two kids and they're like kids hang out in our alley.
You
like
kicked a kid? Just kidding.
There was these two kids that were like, I think there was three of them actually. And their parents like live across the street of the alley and our alley is paved. So kids now play in the back alley instead of the street or at the park. I don't know. When I was a child, I went to the fucking park and didn't hang out in the alley. What the fuck? Anyways.
Sorry.
Anyways, so these kids hang out in the alleyway, which is like so fucking weird to me and also so dangerous. Like these children, their parents, look, I get it.
Go off.
Millennial parents, I get it. You want your kids to have the things that you couldn't have. I totally get it. But like you're in an alleyway with corners that are kind of sharp and our neighborhood is like known for cars being a little too fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I take my corners pretty slow and knowing that there's children, like I'm pretty hyper aware of it. And these parents gave their children who are like fucking 7 maybe.
Oh, I was expecting like teenagers, like 12 to 14.
No, like 7, 6 years old. They wear helmets. They built them this dune buggy that is powered by gas. So
Holy shit.
it goes like 30, 40 kilometers.
That's actually pretty fast.
And they're like, enjoy the alley.
Bye.
And so these kids are zipping in this dune buggy back and forth down the
They
alley.
haven't hit a car.
I've almost hit a child twice.
Damn.
And I'm going slow. I'm telling you, like, if a kid hit me, the kid would probably suffer more damage because they're in a little fucking dune buggy, but they would be going faster than me.
Damn.
Like, I'm going slow around those corners. Before they got the dune buggy, these kids were running around the corner. And I'm talking not short runs. I'm talking big ass fucking like strides around the
Tokyo
corner.
Drift.
So if they ran around the corner, and I'm talking like 4 or 5-year-old children.
That's crazy.
It was
in a dune buggy.
It's upsetting. Not in the dune buggy. The 4 or 5-year-olds don't hang out, but like the 7, 8-year-olds, yeah, the 6-year-olds, they're hanging out in that dune buggy.
That's a car at that point.
It's a car, and I'm like, it's so fucking dangerous. Anyways,
big field with that.
I have my own qualms about them. I feel like the parents don't really pay attention to their kids, but they hang out in the back alley, and I'm like, it's all good, but like, don't give your kid a tool to make it easier for them to fucking die. Like,
I feel bad because it's like, if
bikes
something
are already upsetting.
were to happen to those children, those parents would be like, why the fuck did you hit my kid? And it's like,
and if anybody hit them, they
hit
would
me.
be devastated. So
oh, exactly. Like,
it's
that'd
already
be horrifying.
it's already upsetting and annoying a little bit. So anytime summer comes around now, I'm like, fuck, they're coming out.
They're coming.
But these kids were running around cars because we have like back driveways, and a lot of people don't have garages. They just have the driveway into the backyard, and they were carrying these like plastic bats, and they were kind of swinging them around, but they weren't like fucking swinging them around. And they were hiding. The two of them were hiding from a friend who was in the alley, but they were hiding behind our cars, so I could see them. I was in the kitchen. I could see the top of their heads over the fence, and then they were hiding behind our cars. And one of the boys was kind of like swinging the bat a little bit, so I honked my car. Like I locked my car and my car honked, and they turned and looked at the window and they saw me. And then I was going to open the door and tell them like, hey guys, it's okay, but just maybe don't hang out. Like I didn't want to scare them. I think they thought I was going to scream at them. So they fucking booked it. Like they got so scared when they saw that I was coming around the corner to come and open my back door to talk to them. And I wasn't going to yell at them. I was just going to be like, hey guys, like, be careful. They play hockey by our cars too. And I'm like, dude, if one of those pucks, and it's like a toy puck, but I'm like, one of those pucks hits my windshield, you're fucking paying for that shit.
Oh, for sure.
So, but I'm like, I want to prevent you guys from like hanging, and they've hung out behind our cars a few times now, and I've let it slide, but then they had toys that I was like, if you swing that bat too hard, you're busting my tail light. Like they were hard enough.
Yeah.
And so I honked my car to kind of tell them like, hey guys, like I see you. And then they looked and they kind of paused, and they were like 5-6 years old, and then I came in the court, and they booked it. Even their friend who was looking for them booked it down the street.
They're like, oh shit,
because they're like, she's gonna get us. So then last night I was like, maybe I could lean into this, and I become the scary woman in that one house, and then they never fucking bother me ever again.
You absolutely should. You should become the Miss Trenchwall or whatever.
And I'll hold my cat as I'm doing it with curlers in my hair. I'm really going to lean into the character. So anyways, that was a side note, but I'll keep you updated.
You need like a fake
if they
cigarette.
Scream as they see me, I think I've won.
Yeah, I agree. You're just a scary person. Holy shit. If I saw you, I'd start scream running too.
Me, who's like 5'2".
Right? You're like their height, basically.
Listen here, don't do that.
Okay. Anyways, where are we at? Dude, we hit a fucking hour
Already?
Okay, 3 more questions.
Okay.
Would you rather?
Yes.
Actually, would you rather always be underdressed or always overdressed?
Always overdressed.
Always?
Always overdressed. Like, I'm not, like, are you saying, like, ball gown? Like, I'm walking to the grocery store in a ball gown.
Yeah. Heels, jewelry, the whole 9 yards.
I don't, like...
I would rather be underdressed.
Really? You're going to someone's wedding in, like, sweatpants and a sweater?
For sure, babe.
You're showing up
for sure.
Your own wedding in, like, a sweatpants?
Absolutely.
You know what, period.
Can I get that in white, please? Absolutely.
I like the feeling of being a little like dressed up, and by dressed up I mean like you put your nice shoes on.
I can barely wear a bra for an hour. Are you kidding me?
I guess that's fair. I'm trying to think of like, no, I think I'd rather be dressed down. I'd rather be comfortable.
I think you would regret your decision if you said overdressed.
Well, like,
don't get me wrong, I love a good overdressed moment for a few hours, and then I'm back in the sweats. Bra off, big ass oversized t-shirt.
Okay.
No makeup. Like, you're telling me overdressed, I would always have to be wearing makeup, always have to have my hair in like the best quality, jewelry to the yards. I'm telling you, overdressed. Like,
no, okay.
As overdressed as you've ever been.
But like underdressed, like, are you like in mismatched dirty socks with like a mustard stain on your oversized shirt and like basketball shorts? Like, are you like Adam Sandler every day? You show up to work looking like Adam Sandler.
For sure.
But like,
guy seems happy.
Gross.
The dude seems happy. I wonder why.
But you're not him.
Also, the things that you just listed happen on a daily basis anyways.
I guess
Do you think I wear matched socks that don't smell?
Your breath smells great, but your feet stink.
Actually, I have a lot of clean socks, but I will tell you the amount of mismatched socks that I wear is daily. I don't think I wear matched socks very often.
I always match my socks. I don't
so much so that like we started buying sets of whites because Leo was like, "You're not wearing matched. Like, you need to go out looking like an adult."
A human being.
Let's just buy you white socks, and if you mismatch them, they'll just still be white.
I was gonna say, because like I have like very distinct socks, like different brand socks, because I just get them from Christmas usually, and it's like whatever people give me. So to mismatch them, like the height would be different, the feel would be different, and it would bother me.
No, I've done that.
No.
For years.
See, I can't. I used to do that when I was like 14, but. No,
you know when you look at things that you did when you were a teenager and you're like, when you were young, you're like, I'll grow out of that.
No.
How many of those came true for me? Probably not many.
No, same.
I really haven't grown out of much.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's my life now. Your turn.
Wait, no, wait. Oh, was that
3
my
more
answer?
for me, 3 more for you. Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather go back in time?
Or sorry, 2 more for me, 3 more for you.
Would you rather go back in time and meet somebody from the past, or would you rather go into the future, meet like your future children or grandchildren?
Aw, future.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too. I think going back in the past would be like sad. Because
No, I
like,
think the past would also be cool, but if you're telling me like I could see people that were a part of my family that I may not be around for, like that's special. I would choose future.
oh, that you wouldn't be around. Oh, like you'd go to like great grandchildren.
Yeah, like great grandchildren.
And be like, hey, hi.
Yeah.
And they're like, who the fuck are you?
Ma'am.
They're like booging around in the fucking like 40
Yeah,
kilometer.
I think it'd be cool to see where my lineage went.
What if there was no lineage? Would it like make you
The
question?
GGs.
Yeah. Would you make you question like, oh shit, what happened? Or would you be like, oh well.
Well,
Still though.
here's the only options that I could contemplate. Either I see my future family or nobody fucking lives. Like we're all dead. Human civilization is dust.
It's
like,
gone.
You know, those are the only 2 options, and either one I have to be comfortable with.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
You know?
I think I'd go into the future as well and see like family members that like I'm distantly related to.
Or, you know, maybe not great grandchildren, but seeing my grandchild fully grown might be special to see where like what my children took from me and my husband and how they raised their children and how they have grown up would be cool to see. Or upsetting. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel
family
like
trauma or family healing. Really, at this point, I can't give you the answer.
they would probably be traumatized. They'd be like, remember when our great grandparents
They're like,
did those podcasts?
they're like, you know why mom screams at us about shutting the fuck up while filming? Do you think that came from grandma?
Yeah, literally. It's just all trauma.
Yeah, it's all trauma.
I would still go in the future too, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like enjoy ideas of like going to the past as often as I don't know. I feel like most people would. Like I just don't care.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like the idea of like certain eras in the world, but like I wouldn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Like in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
They'd
fair.
call me a witch and burn me.
They call me a witch. Okay. Would you? This one's a rough one. I'm not going to ask this one because it doesn't apply to you.
Oh, period.
The question was, would you rather have separate bedrooms with your partner or share a bedroom?
Okay, wait, no, hold on. I don't like live with my partner, but like I'm still down for this one
Okay.
because of course, we all grew up with like the traditional, like the parents are in one bedroom, and like I still kind of adhere to that, but I sort of like the idea of having a separate
fucking
bedroom.
same. I love my husband so much. He is the light of my life. He's my absolute best friend. He's a little stinky at times, but that's, you know, and he sniffles, but I love him so much for it. I would love my own bedroom. I would love, like now that I have my own desk and she's just my aesthetic, it brings me so much joy. If you told me I could have a room that's dedicated to me, like if I want to sleep there, I can. Like, the perfect idea would be for us to have our own separate bedrooms and then have a shared bedroom.
That's a lot of rooms in the fucking house. Holy shit! And the kids sleep in the kitchen.
I've been reading a lot of like books, like romance novels lately where they're in mansions, so I think that's where I'm going. But
That makes sense.
But like I'm telling you, like where we both have our own space, where we can have our own personality, our own energy, like just
Yeah.
like harbor, and then we can come together to another room and like be us.
I like that idea. I actually really like the idea of having like separate bedrooms. And it's like, it's nothing to do with like not liking your partner or not wanting to be around your partner. But
if
you
anything,
really
it would
do
make me
need your
better.
own space.
It would make me a better person, probably.
I think so too, especially in regards to sleep, because I am somebody that like I sprawl out, I sleep either on my back or my stomach, and I take up majority. Like you could have a California king, and I will find a way to take up the majority of that room.
yeah.
But that's just kind of like how I like to sleep. I don't really like being disturbed while I
And
sleep.
it's funny because I always thought that I would enjoy a separate bed from my
Mhm.
partner from time to time. But then when we go to like hotels where they do have a California king, I get really sad when he's like far away because
Yeah.
he's a side like of the edge bed sleeper. And I kind of am too. And so all there is like the Grand
Just this
Canyon in between
big
us,
space.
and I get sad. So I'm like, I feel like it's a nice idea, but maybe I would regret it. But I would like to have a separate bedroom.
Well, I've heard like people on TikTok are like, well, we technically have like sleepovers where like one partner would sleep in the other partner's bed that night. Like if they just have that feeling of like being like cuddly.
Yeah.
But then like, you know, like as a woman, like I go through stages where like on my period where I'm like,
Don't
I
fucking touch me.
need you to be like 3 houses away from me.
Yeah.
Like in this moment.
Yeah.
With absolute peace and love. But like,
Yeah.
or like if I'm too hot when I'm sleeping
Yeah.
and he gets
And then
really
they're
hot,
hot. Oh my God. And then they
Absolute
come
fucking
closer
not.
to you and you're like, are
Get-
you insane?
fucking away from me.
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Get away.
Or even like just like, you know, like I've had like a few where he's like let out those like silent but deadly farts during the night.
Honestly.
And I had to like angrily like throw my like blanket off of me to go open the window.
Are you fucking crazy too? You lift the blanket where the fumes are hiding?
I have to get away. I don't want it soaking into my like skin. I
I
gotta
just
leave.
take it. I just take it.
Just
I just
accept
accept my fate. And then I take my sweater and I put it on my nose.
Well, then you're like Dutch oven yourself.
No, because I smell great.
Oh, okay. Oh, your sweater. Oh,
Yeah.
I was like,
Not the blanket. No.
you're like getting deeper in.
And I just pray it goes by like in 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're like, please just go away.
Okay, what's your question?
I don't even remember.
This is your second last question.
Okay, would you rather be in a zombie apocalypse or a robot apocalypse?
Give me a description of both. Because zombie is a spectrum.
I'm thinking like Last of Us.
Okay.
And then for robot, I mean, there's not many like robot apocalypse media as much to like kind of like give you an idea.
Like Terminator.
See, I'm thinking more like technology kind of like gains its own
Like
sentience.
like Terminator.
So they become, I guess so. They become like the dominant species.
What the fuck do you think Terminator is?
I haven't watched that movie in fucking years. All I think of is like Arnold.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. So I guess maybe like
Do the
Terminator.
okay, like kind of like the Matrix.
Sure. No, because that's like you are a part of it. You know, like a zombie apocalypse. It's very much like you versus zombie, in a sense. So it'd be like the same with like you versus robot.
Are you thinking like cyborgs
Have you heard
Like,
of the video
like-
game like Detroit?
becoming human?
Becoming human, but like that, like there's like human looking robots.
Yeah, like Megan.
Yeah, things like that, where it's like robotic kind of people that look like us,
Probably zombies.
but like are against us. So they're like, it's like a zombie, like they're actively trying to like get rid of the human race.
Yeah, probably zombies.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Evolution of that being versus robots that would evolve. They would just have to link themselves to another computer, and the evolution of their ability would instantly they would evolve. The Last of Us zombies took years to evolve to get to where they were. And don't get me wrong, the Last of Us zombies are fucking terrifying. But like, yes, absolutely. I have a better chance of surviving.
Not in the city.
You're telling me those robots that like could just destroy you in seconds can use weapons, have the self-awareness to like emotionally. What if there's like they could infiltrate like groups and pretend to be human?
See, that's where I was like, I would choose robots because I think that
But
like
they don't have a conscience.
don't they? I don't know. I think they could.
Well, if you're asking me apocalypse murderous wise, they're trying to destroy the human race. They don't have a conscience.
I guess so.
Neither do the.
I guess they'd have a way easier time like actively tracking you down.
Well, they could analyze our behaviors. They could predetermine things.
They would have Google Maps just like in their brain.
We wouldn't. We'd be screwed.
You know what? I take it back.
Well, I would for sure take the zombies.
Yeah. If it's like Last of Us, because I believe in The Last of Us, like they can eventually like dry out and like die off essentially if you like outlast them long enough.
Yeah.
If I'm correct in that.
Yeah, like it's a fungal, like it's they dry up and then they spread spores, and then the spores can be inhaled by you. So it's still scary and dodgy because then the air is contaminated. And don't get me wrong, like they have some pretty fucking scary zombies that like come through.
The clickers, yeah.
But
The big ones?
Oh yeah. I was gonna say the clickers are like the least of your fucking worries. Now if you're talking like Dying Light zombies or like World War Z and like it's like that's also fucking terrifying because things were so fast. But I think I'd still willingly choose the zombies because again they don't have a sense of like consciousness, whereas a robot would, and they could anticipate and analyze things, and like they could change how they the Last of Us zombies evolved because humans evolved, but it took time for them to evolve, so you could almost get like the jump ahead, whereas like a robot would, I'm sure they communicate with each other like no matter where they are. You know what I mean? Like they just have so much more going for them. They could make themselves just indestructible.
I get where you're coming from. And my initial thought was like, well, zombies are just like, it's more like feral. Like it's more just like
it's fine.
Hungry
We're here
for
for the
flesh.
feral. We're here for the feral kings and queens and this and them's. But a fucking smart and feral robot,
that could like
he, she,
yeah.
they, them would destroy us. Destroy us.
A robot would take
They
us
wouldn't
down.
even think twice.
And I think about because like you could like
And they would know
run
how
off
to do
into the
it
countryside.
lethally. They wouldn't like zombies are like, I'll bite you. Ha. Or robots would be like, fucking cut the jugular. All done. Like, you know what I mean? Put lasers in their eyes. Just shoo, like done. Game over.
Right, okay, I get it. In my mind I was like,
We
well,
wouldn't stand a chance.
we could like maybe like at least I could like find a way to like join their team, to join their side.
No. And if you're talking the robots that evolved in the Matrix, now they're going, we like these people because we're absorbing their life force. So let's put them in a tank and put a reality in their head thinking that they're living the same world that they are. So they're like, they won't even fight back.
See, like I don't even
Zombies wouldn't think of that.
but I prefer that. Like, okay, if you're gonna like steal my life force, at least make me.
But this is what I'm talking about. Is I would rather be as like if you're asking me which one I would rather survive in. There's no. It's apples and oranges. I wouldn't survive a robot apocalypse. Could maybe survive a zombie apocalypse if I didn't trip. You know,
I don't.
which is a big if. But I feel like there'd be a better chance.
I get it. I do think that, like, especially with, like, the new media of, like, zombies, this idea of, like, well, there can be a cure or some way to, like, overcome it. Like you say,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Zombies wouldn't anticipate somebody coming up with a cure because they're just living their best life. Robots would anticipate that
Robots
stuff.
would inherit the earth. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be fucked.
We would be done.
So I would say zombie.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Me too. I would say zombie.
I'm
But
glad.
zombies are terrifying to me.
Well, yeah. Does anybody like zombies?
Sometimes. I don't mind them every now and then.
Ooh, I have a good one too. Would you rather be a contestant on Love Island or Love is Blind?
Ooh, Love Island or Love is Blind? What's Love Island again?
Love Island is just people fucking.
Honestly, I think I would
Love
do-
Island is like Too Hot to Handle, but without restrictions.
Okay. I think honestly I'd probably do Love is Blind. I don't know. I think I would get like weirded out with like all the fucking. I'd be like, yo, can we just like read a book? I don't know. Like it's too much. It's too much. I don't know. I think I'd be like, yeah.
It's giving me the ick.
No, because you know what it is like I feel like I'd be in the position where like no one wants to fuck me. Like I'd
That would
be
be
like,
the best because then you could just hang out at the beach.
but like you couldn't because like no one.
Actually, I think they'd vote you off the island.
Things are hanging out, but it's not. Nobody's hanging out.
I would choose Love Island. I would stir that fucking pot and live my single life. I wouldn't hook up with anybody. I would not even. But
So you don't have to like engage in it. You're just there. You're just on that island then.
oh yeah, and I would fucking grab my biggest spoon and just start stirring.
Stir it. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's because I haven't seen.
I'm never
Love
gonna see those
Island
people
enough.
again. Just fucking throw a little shit over there and a little shit over there, and then just lay back in my chair with my book.
But what if you have like? What if like you have to like adhere to like how the show is. Like you can't just like be on the show. Like if you're gonna be on like Love is Blind.
But Love is Blind is rough because if I emotionally like, there's so many times where those matches they just end up being shipwrecks. Specifically the guys. So like, and what if he's not cute? Like Love is not blind. I don't care who says it's blind. It's not.
Love is not blind.
So
sorry, y'all.
I would love for like being like, oh, I'm emotionally connecting to this guy. It's great. And then they open the door and he's like,
and he's a hobbit.
hoity-toity.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's been great, guys. I'm going to say no. And I would leave. Whereas Love Island, I know these men are, I'm married, but not dead. I would love to just like, I wouldn't even engage. Even if I was single, even if I wasn't married, I wouldn't even engage, but I would respect the view.
You would have a good time.
For sure. Both sides.
Yeah, you'd have a good time.
Gorgeous women. I'd be like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, I would think that'd be my problem. Is like, why am I here? What am I doing here?
Would be the
I'd be
only
production.
thing.
They'd hand me like mics and stuff. They'd hand me a camera and be like, can you get back to your job, please? Like that would be me.
They'd be like, what are you doing here? Wine glasses are over there. Can you please start catering?
Yeah.
But I would just like respectfully admire the view. Men, women, amazing. And then I would read my book and drink my mimosa and look at the beach. And then when a girl would be like, I think Drew's cheating on me, I would go, he is. And then continue.
He is. And with multiple women.
Yeah. And then I would just continue.
Wait, so is it just you going on to Love Island? Or is it like you and Leo going on to Love Island?
Ooh.
Okay, because let's make this interesting. It's not just you, because I feel like that's easy if it's just you going on to one show.
I'd still choose Love Island because neither of us would be fucking swayed.
Honestly, that's fair.
And then we would just hang out.
I think,
and then I would get to be able to look and touch,
Like Leo?
Yeah.
Or like in front of him. You're like, look what I can do.
You see this?
I'm washing my clothes.
Like grating cheese.
And my taco. Okay.
No, my
Fair
husband.
enough.
I could look and touch, and I'd be like, damn, who's that hot piece of ass over there? And all the men are like me, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Look right there.
Move. But what if the girls are like, oh my god, Leo, hi.
I invite women to flirt with my man. I encourage it because my husband is just the most. I think my husband is so hot. I think he is so handsome.
That's fair.
I think he has such a he's cute. It's funny because this sounds so stupid. I'm gonna be like for real honest with you for a second.
Oh shit.
When they talk about like, oh, would you rather have a bad boy or would you rather have like a man in charge or would you rather have like a sweet guy? Like there's all these, and when you read romance novels, like they cater with multiple personalities. And I was reading this romance novel where a girl like met triplets. Just know that what I'm reading is not civilized content. And she had to pick which one she wanted to end up with. And one was like a bad boy. One was like the smart, organized, like man of the house. And then the sweet one.
The golden retriever.
The golden retriever. And I was reading this and I was like, this is my husband's all of these. He's not really a bad boy, but like, he has like a mystery to him. So it's like my husband is so attractive. He's so hot. He is a fucking sweetheart. He's too good to me. And I'm like, I want him to realize what a catch he is. And I can tell him all day long, but until other people approach him and show him the same admiration, he's not going to know that. So I want him to be approached by women. I want women to flirt with him. I want them to ask if he's single because I think it's so important for your self-confidence to realize that you have something going. And I think he's a fucking catch. And I think a lot of women would see him and think that, not just because of his looks, but because of who he is. He walks into any room and he lights it up. I just sit in the background and just am happy to watch him. Just make people laugh. He brings smile. He literally, I don't think people can hate my husband.
I don't think that's possible.
He's not somebody that you would meet and go, I don't like him. He has such likable qualities to him, and he's got a heart of fucking gold. So I'm like, please flirt with my husband. Like, yeah, you're not going to get anywhere. And it's not even like me being like, I'm going to stop you. He wouldn't even let it happen.
Yeah.
Like, that's the other thing is like, I don't even think he would be personally swayed by another person because we're weirdos. We are so weird.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and that's the other thing is like, my husband's amazing, but he's a total fucking dork.
He's a dork, yeah.
He's such a dork. And thank God for it because I'm a dork too. But he would be weird once and a lot of girls would be like, what the fuck? And so he wouldn't even like, it wouldn't even work out. Like I think him and I are incredibly compatible with each other. I think we match each other's freak in the way that we're dorks and like weird. And so please go flirt with my husband. You're not going to get anywhere, but absolutely go tell him how adorable he is. So I wouldn't even be jealous.
I think that what you said is kind of like almost weirdly a hot take. Not for me, because I completely agree. Like I love the idea of women going up to my boyfriend and being oh my, you're so attractive because I think he is like, I think it's true. And I do think he's a really sweet guy. And it makes you feel
so much more attractive when he goes, I only have eyes for one woman.
Right. And it's like, I know deep down that like, I'm the only person that like knows him in that way.
And that's the other thing that like, when people are like, don't you get jealous or wouldn't you? And I'm like, literally
jealous of what?
I don't even think I have jealousy in my bone. A woman could kiss my husband. And I would be like, for her, I'd be like, all right, you need to fucking chill.
That was too much of a
boundary. But for him, like if a girl grabbed my husband and like kissed him and he was like, what the fuck? And like, I wouldn't even be mad at him. I would be like,
that's assault. Well, I'm so sorry you got assaulted.
Immediately, I know he would start fucking crying. He would immediately feel like shit. He would immediately feel guilty. And I would, to the girl, I'd be like, all right, you need to back the fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, and it wouldn't even be like, get away from my man. I'd be like, okay. Like,
you've probably had a little too much to drink.
Self-respect is important. Let's just
don't force yourself on people.
Let's just pull back the reins a little bit. Like, do you want a guy? I'll help you look for one. Like, I would still be a girl's girl, but I wouldn't turn to him and be like, what the fuck are you? I would just be like, I'd be like, was that like, are you okay?
Like, sorry that happened to you.
Because it like, and even if we broke up, like if we no longer stayed together and even if it ended amicably, I would very much come to the understanding that him and I are so individual, like we're so specific to each other that even if he found another girl who had amazing qualities, gorgeous, I would still understand that it would be different.
Oh, it would, yeah. You couldn't have that relationship
That our experience is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and
100%.
It is just us. And if he chooses to have it and I choose to have it, great. But I wouldn't be jealous because it wouldn't be the same thing.
That's how I feel about, like, girls being like, when you realize that your man had, like girlfriends before you, and then they're, like, all grumpy about it, and it's like, but he didn't know you existed. So, like, it's almost not fair.
Well, and like, again, not to too much, but his girlfriends, all his ex-girlfriends were pieces of shit. Like, and most of my ex-boyfriends were also not top quality. They were like scraping the bottom of the barrel a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, it's apples to fucking oranges. It's like, how do you even compare? I've never been with a man who has treated me so, he treats me like gold.
Yeah. I feel very much the same way.
He makes me feel so special, and he will do shit. We've been together for like 9 years. We've been together for a very, very long time, and even now, he will do things where I'm like, no man has ever done this for me.
Yeah.
And I don't even have to fucking ask. That is the craziest thing. And so I'm like, he's an absolute catch. He's a catch. Are you kidding me? And I would care to wager that, you know, I have redeeming qualities of myself too. And so I would, He doesn't know yet. Don't tell him.
Don't let him know.
Don't tell him. He still thinks it's true. And so I'm like, yeah, I would love, like, the idea of, and we've had this conversation where if we were on a reality show and we met each other, like Love is Blind or whatever, and we fucking clicked, we would both go, let's ride this out.
Mhm.
Love is Blind would be different because we would both be like, all right, let's leave the show and actually get to know each other.
I agree.
If we were on Love Island, we'd both be like, let's ride this out. And then once we get off the island, let's actually figure out what this is. Because
Yeah.
we would have this like rationality in our head of like, a show is a show, reality is reality. And so this seems to work. Let's figure out what this is afterwards. So I'm like, yeah, if we went on Love Island together, like Temptation Island is probably another good option because Temptation Island, you and your significant other split and go to different islands. You're not with each other. And you're sent to an island with like hot men as
Yeah.
the girls, and like a bunch of hot men. You're like 4 girls and then there's like 8 hot guys, and then the 4 guys go with 8 hot girls. I still wouldn't be intimidated.
You know what? Neither would I. I actually like.
Even if girls were flirting with him, even if they were like touching his arm and shit, I would be like, he's good.
I think we
And
would
if
be
and
boring.
if for some reason there was a situation where there was cheating, then I would go, okay, well, this obviously wasn't what I thought it was.
Period. Where
And
it's
I
just
would
like,
still be
you
like,
can't control people.
and I still would be like, you're not going to get what you get from this from what you got from me. And that's very, whatever it is, even if it's better, like even if that was more compatible for his experience, I'd be like, it would be different. Like, and that's just, okay, cool. Like the really special thing that I think is important about any relationship, and not to get like all counsel, but I think you need to choose your partner, and you don't need to be with them because you have to be. You be with them because you want to be every single fucking day. I'm not with my husband because I have to be. I'm married to him. We own a house together. We are building a future. I don't need to be with him. I could pack up my life today
And leave.
and I think I would be okay.
You would be okay.
Isn't that crazy to think that like if our life would I be happier? Probably fucking not. I'm very happy with him. I don't want to be without him, but I could be
if you had to be.
if I had to be. Yes, exactly. If I had to be, I could be. But that does not mean I want to be.
You're choosing him.
I choose him every day. And I think any relationship you're in, any person that you're deciding that you want to spend the rest of your life, you have to ask your question, am I with them because I have to be because I think this is the only option I have, blibbity blobbity blue, or because I want it. And if you want it, you're good.
Can I tell you a core memory of me and Monty? So we went to Mexico a while ago with like a big group of people, and he wanted to play volleyball, and I'm not an athletic type. So I was like, go for it. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to play though.
Yeah.
So he goes to play volleyball. And of course, like there's like the beach babes, and they're like bikinis. They have the blonde hair, and they're playing volleyball with him. And I just didn't really care. I was hanging out by the pool, and eventually I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go like check to see if like he's okay, if he wants to drink anything like
They're gonna
that.
say, I'm gonna go get a hot dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have a hot dog. I just wanted to like go talk to him because I think I just missed him.
Yeah.
Having him around. And like there was like they were kind of like in a pause, so they were all talking, and it wouldn't bother me, but like there was like the guys talking to like these beach babes, and I'm like, wait, where is he? And I look over and he's looking for seashells on the shore. Like he's not even engaging in like the conversation, which I wouldn't care if he had. He's allowed to have conversations with other people.
Yeah.
But it was really cute just to see him like
Endearing.
in his own like nerding out in his own moment, like looking for seashells on his own, you know, because that's what he would rather do.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those moments
Ladies,
where, like,
I'm
my heart
telling you,
fluttered.
if you are single and looking for a man and you can't fucking find him, stop looking in the bars.
Stop looking.
Go and look for, like, if you have friends who their boyfriends are nerdy, go to a house party with all their friends. I'm telling you, the man of your dreams most likely isn't at a bar. He's playing video games, Dungeons and fucking Dragons.
Go to a hobby shop.
I don't know what it is, but the nerdy guys, they are an untapped resource, and they are quality, and oftentimes also incredibly attractive. So, but they're just not out and about. You just can't find them in the public spaces. But I'm telling you, you have a friend whose husband is nerdy, ask him if he's got friends. Ask them to host a house party. Just do it and see what happens. I'm telling you, you'll probably find somebody. The nerdy guys are considerate. They respect your own time because they want to respect their own time. They want to be able to play video games with their friends. And this one's kind of like, if you're a sporty girl and you're trying to find a guy, walk into a gym with an anime t-shirt on.
Oh, period.
And just wait.
And just wait. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah. You will be somebody's dream girl. A girl who can lift at the gym, who likes anime, if you like anime, you're most likely into video games in some type of way. Just, you don't even have to do anything, man. You don't even have to show legs. Just walk into the gym and stand there. Somebody will approach you.
Yeah, we're like
And he will be a nerd and he'll be a lifter. And it's a phenomenal combination.
It's true. It's honestly true. Like, wear like a video game shirt that you like enjoy as well. Don't pose as something.
No. But what I'm saying is, like, if you are also a nerd and you like anime, like, just put on an anime t-shirt and go to the gym.
And you will find him.
Watch it happen. It's and like, I don't get approached much unless I'm at the gym, and I wonder if it is because I wear anime t-shirts and stuff. But the guys who do approach me and like ask my name, and often I'm, I try to be as considerate as possible when guys approach me, because I understand that it's difficult to approach people.
And they don't know necessarily.
And they don't know. And I don't wear my wedding ring when I'm working out, because
you're working out.
I don't like the feeling of having jewelry while I'm holding like dumbbells and bars and shit. So very politely, I'll tell them like, oh yeah, like I'm married, blah, blah, blah. But then you become friends with the person that approached you most times, because they're usually really nice fucking guys. I'm telling you, most of the guys who've approached me and they're like, nice t-shirt. Like, oh shit, like you watched that, blah, blah, blah. Hey, what's your name? Like, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm married, by the way. I'll like see them in the gym, we'll wave to each other, and they're so fucking nice. Like the funniest, nicest guys. And I'm like, if I had more friends,
yeah, right?
I would give them to you. So like, I'm telling you, just walk into a gym and see what happens. I don't know what the formula is, but it works. And the guys that approach are not the shitbags.
No.
Because the shitbags aren't watching anime and playing video games with their friends.
Bars.
They're at the bars and they're at the clubs, and they're looking for a different type of girl.
And if that's the kind of relationship you want, then that's
then live your best life, babe.
Yeah. But if you want something a little bit more long term,
if you're looking for a partner in life, do that. I'm telling you, it works. I don't know what it is, but they come out.
If he has a 3D
they come out of
printer,
their holes and they like approach you.
Yeah, if he has a 3D printer,
yeah,
like,
go for the nerds.
He's a dork.
I think we have to end this.
Probably.
I don't think we asked all our like questions. I think we have one more question, but we're at an hour and 30 minutes.
Holy shit! Sorry, everybody.
So I think we have to end.
We'll probably have to end. Anyways, thank you.
This was fun. I think we should do another episode of Would You Rather.
I agree. I love Would You Rather.
Yeah.
Honestly, bring it back. Bring it back
Yeah.
to the clubs. Don't go to a club.
In the club, we're all flame.
We're all phlegm. In the club, we're all phlegm. We're all nasty. We're all infected.
I stick with it. You can find us on our socials here. We're at, oh God, it's been a while.
_ the dysfunctional duo.
Yeah.
Because you changed it. And it's so much easier now.
Hey man, I didn't make the algorithm. The algorithm made me. Yes, you can find us at _ the dysfunction. Am I okay?
No.
You can find us at _ the dysfunctional duo on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok,
YouTube,
and the YouTubes. Yeah.
Have a good day.
Have an amazing week. I hope you guys are doing okay. Like, in all honesty, please take care of yourself. Things are not normal in the world right now. Take the time to like enjoy yourself. Take the time to tell the people that you love them.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope you have an amazing week, and we will see you next week.
You made it sound like they're going to press the button soon.
Well, I feel like it. So, I mean, somebody else in the world has to.
I mean, sure. I don't know. Press that button.
Dude,
What's gonna happen?
For my job, I have to follow the news a bit. And like, I'm telling you, the fucking emotional whiplash that has happened this week. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it, but I'm just saying, regardless of what happens, we don't know what the future holds. Just
enjoy your present.
Just enjoy your presence, enjoy the people, and love them. Check in, make sure they're doing okay, because regardless of if this is, it's April, it's been a long year. Like, just check in on your people, okay?
Yeah.
Mentally.
If you haven't heard from them in the wild, just send that text.
Just follow up. Just do a wellness check, maybe on yourself.
And then have a bubble bath.
And then have a glass of wine and just
smoke some weed.
Disassociate.
Yeah.
All right.
Watch some YouTube.
We'll see you guys next week. Have an amazing week. Thanks for hanging.
Bye.
Bye.